There's a new PTB that just arrived, releasing a new killer and survivor. This PTB also has the awaited Michael rework and the controversial slugging and tunneling balance changes, along with some new UI as well, and I'm here to tell you all you didn't know about it. The killer has 3 abilities. She can either infect you with her projectile that she shoots, or bounce it off walls to deliver a giant volley of shots. When shooting a gen, it will also release a volley around that gen. Give it an add-on, the blast also spreads from survivors she hits with it. Her second ability is the ability to separate her organs and head from her body to then appear like this. When like this, she is faster and can vault pallets, and she gets a long-range straight-line lunge attack that will knock down or injure survivors unless they are Tier 1 infected. If they are not infected, it will take 3 hits to infect them to Tier 1 in this form. Do note that unlike other killers, such as the Nemesis, even though it's infecting them, they will not get a speed boost unless it's a damaging hit. When they reach Tier 2, after some time, they will automatically lose a health state, which is not able to down them, instead inflicting the broken status effect. Her third ability is the ability to fly. This ability is not like Vecna's, where he can fly over pallets or vaults, but it does give her a large speed boost, and it has a long cooldown. It also gives a cooldown for about 2 seconds on your M1 after leaving this mode. This allows for increased map movement at will, or the ability to get ahead of survivors in chase for hits. Complementing the power are 3 unique perks: Hex, Overture of Doom, Ravenous, and Wandering Eye. Hex, Overture of Doom. A hex that plays on the paranoia of others. Spawns a hex totem that curses the farthest generator and reveals its aura in yellow. When a survivor repairs the curse generator for 5 seconds, you gain undetectable and your tear radius is applied to the generator for 30 seconds. When the cursed generator is repaired, the next farthest generator is cursed. This perk kind of reminds me of the Unknown perk, where after he breaks a generator, then for a specific amount of time, he gets undetectable and the generator has his tear radius. Wandering Eye. Bloodied prey surrounds you, vying for your attention. Whenever you start chasing a survivor, reveal the aura of all other survivors within 16 meters for 5 seconds. This perk has a 30-second cooldown. Ravenous. The scent of blood is in the air. Time to feast. Whenever you hook a survivor for the first time, gain 1 token up to a maximum of 4. When you have 4 tokens, all survivors scream and are inflected with the exposed status effect for 60 seconds. The next I have to talk about is the survivor, V. Bunyasak. V. Bunyasak is the latest survivor in the PTB and has 3 perks that interest me quite a bit. Ghost Notes is a testament to those long drives in a trusty bandman, which owned V's stamina and overall endurance. Not only will she recover exhaustion faster, but her scratch marks will disappear quicker too. You know that the best breakdowns precede the biggest buildups. When you have exhausted, your scratch marks disappear 50% faster. You recover 10% faster from exhausted. 1, 2, 3, 4. A steady beat that makes for steady work. Press active ability button 2 while standing and idle to enter the performance interaction that lasts up to 15 seconds and to empower survivors within 16 meters. You will get continuous skill checks during the performance. The effect lasts for 90 seconds. If the performance is completed, increase the odds of getting healing and repair skill checks by 20%. When the ability is cancelled and the performance completes, it will go on cooldown for 90 seconds. This perk interests me quite a bit. Its ability to increase the odds of you getting a skill check while repairing or healing pairs really well with hyper focus if you are good at hitting great skill checks and are not laggy. I did get a recording of me using these 2 perks, and it went really well. But we can get into that later though. Road Life. Balti amps, sweaty dives, broken down vans. Nothing makes you feel more alive. While injured, not broken, and repairing a generator, gain 1 token for each regular great skill check success. When you have 6 tokens, spend all tokens and gain 100% healing speed until you stop healing. Lose 2 tokens when you fail a regular skill check. The new slugging and tunneling update is out, and it feels weird, but not bad. It feels pretty nice, and with how I play, I don't really notice it very often. But I did slug someone because I had Devour of Hope, and someone was close by, and after I realized she was long gone, after like 10 seconds, I went back to the Jane, and she was gone. In 10 seconds. So I definitely will say that it feels a bit stronger than needed, but it's a new PTB, and I hope it just gets a little tweaked to feel a bit better. And since it came out, I've won multiple killer matches, and I've been safe from tunneling and slugging as Survivor, so I'd say it's working pretty well right now. The update itself allows for some of the following things: recovering while crawling, faster crawling, able to pick yourself up after a long time, which I will note is a very long time and require an intense amount of slugging to do, which I can only see being viable if there are no hooks nearby and the killer slugs the rest of the match instead of attempting the hook. There's gen speed boost to everyone if someone dies before 6 hooks, a new hooking UI, new gen fire models, and orange rings. There's new perk changes to go along with the new balance changes. Now, after being unhooked or unhooking yourself, you now have a much longer time for elusive, endurance, and that 10% haste after being unhooked, going away after being healed or doing a conspicuous action. This is what the Michael Myers changes involve. They replaced Evil Within with 2 modes that can be toggled with a button press: Stalker mode, Pursuer mode. Stalker mode has a 4.2 meters per second movement speed, undetectable, and can stalk survivors. Pursuer mode has 4.6 meters per second movement speed, Terra 4 meter tear radius, increased vault speed, and bonuses to the lunge range, breaking speed, and stun recovery, and cannot stalk survivors. Once the stalk meter is full, the game gives you the option to activate Evil Incarnate mode at will, granting the following effects for a limited time. Note, survivors will no longer become exposed. 4.6 meters per second movement speed, 40 meter tear radius, and increased vault speed. This also unlocks the Slaughtering Strike ability. Hold the power button to charge this ability, reducing movement speed. Press the attack button while charging to quickly lunge forward, adjusting your angle as you move. The length of the lunge depends on your charge time. If a survivor enters the killer's attack range while lunging, they are knocked into the dying state. This ability can also be used to destroy pallets. Unlocks the ability to grab and kill to perform a regular mori on survivors who would die the next time they are hooked. Adjusted some of the mechanics of stalking. Removed the limited pool of stock points per survivor, reduced stock range to 32 meters, and removed distance modifier. Moving while stalking has increased movement speed, but incurs a reduced stock rate. This also reworked his add-ons.